On April 27th, I met with my friend Stephen Glenn. Stephen and I became friends online over 20 years ago when we were both starting out as game designers. We used to send our game ideas back and forth to get feedback from each other. He's gone on to be far more successful than I have with his games. He currently has 25 games listed on the Board Game Geek website. My personal favorite is Rattlebones. I've enjoyed it many times with my family. It is the first, or at least one of the first games that allows you to actually build the dice that you roll. Stephen was very happy to share his advice with the Game Design Club. In this first part of the interview, you'll hear him talk about two things: why he keeps making games, and how he starts out on an idea. So here's what he had to say about why.
I do it because it's fun, and
Then
so
there
game
are
design's a
some-
hobby like anything else. I do it because I enjoy it, and if I stop enjoying it, I guess I'll stop doing it. It's like playing games. I play games because I enjoy playing games. I design them for the same reason. It's just more of a solitary pursuit. I don't make enough money to do it otherwise.
Right.
You know, it's if you enjoy things like puzzles, game design is a puzzle that when you're done with it, you don't just throw it away. It's not like a crossword puzzle where you're done with it. And when you've solved the problems, you've actually created something good, that other people can enjoy.
Right.
So there's some satisfaction to that.
As for the how, every designer has their favorite way to work on a game idea, and almost every game will take you on a different path. I asked Stephen about his design process, including how he gets ideas.
Usually, for me, the best way for me to get an idea is to play a game that I don't necessarily like or that I think could be better. A lot of my ideas have come from playing a game and think some parts of that game are really great, but here's how I would do it. And I think a lot of my games have come from that. Rattlebones was an extension of an idea that I got from playing Dominion. Balloon Cup is just a majority game. It's a 2-player El Grande. I don't know if I've had a completely original idea yet. That would be nice.
Right. Yeah. But, if such a thing is possible, right?
Sure. And even when I don't have a great idea churning in my head, I like to work on anything just to keep the gears turning. Even work on an average idea because because it's fun to solve those problems.
Do you keep a notebook or anything? Or how
Used
do you?
to. I used to.
Yeah.
What I do is every time I have an idea, like I was talking earlier about, even working on games that I might consider an average game that maybe has a little something new, I always write my rules out. Some people say that is the worst part of game design for them, is actually typing out the rules and but I actually enjoy that. I like the order that, getting all my ideas and putting them down so I can make room for other ideas. When they're on paper, that's relieves a lot of the workload. So I'm one who I write down all of my ideas, and I usually have written rules for every idea I've ever had.
Okay.
So I guess if you would want to call that a journal, I don't really write a journal as such, but I can always look back and think, oh wait, this idea would work in this new game. Let me go back and look at that. And sometimes I'll just go and read my old rules and think, oh yeah, that was a great idea. Whatever happened with that?
That's a good place to end the first part of the interview. Watch for part 2 coming soon. There, we'll hear more about playtesting, which is the most important step for making a game the best it can be.